So guys, in this video, what we will do is, you can see my tribe reputation level is already 3 and 200 only is remaining. And Natlan quest, Melodious Chant. It will reward me 200 reputation level, points to increase the reputation level. So I am on tight schedule here. The moment we complete the Melodious Chant, we are guys good to go. So guys, without a further delay, let's start. Firstly by going to Xilonen.
Xilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if
Yeah.
The shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're
Nice,
about to
Evelyn's
go
got her
out
thing without
Yes,
even
but
saying
I am going to
anything.
take it right here. The temperature is just perfect
Just
today.
perfect.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to it then, and pick up my axe.
Pick up your
Sure,
axe
sounds
and
good to me.
you can go. Yo, Paimon, don't do that.
Oh,
That's
traveler,
very
come
inappropriate to
on.
do that.
We meet again. Oh, you two seem to be in good spirits. How's your,
We are in high
stomach been?
spirit.
Run into any issues?
I didn't think I
It's
have
also
checked it.
my first time receiving a
Let the
Pilgrim's
cutscene go over, guys. We
Even though
will
I've already
check the
turned it over
Pilgrim's
to you,
Chronicle.
There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't sure if there'd be any issues. Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
That means never.
Definitely would never happen.
I found the axe, Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nechca's birthday's coming up real soon. Are you planning to visit her?
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess.
Woodworking tools.
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, and snacks are quickly forgotten once they're eaten. But a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky situations.
That's true, that's
Well, still, I won't be giving Nechca any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of To Kill the Brave. The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really old editions that were published a long time ago, but they should still be readable.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at Tlzaolli's, I even brought Nechca.
Yes, what?
What did I bring her again? It must have been her favorite thing, but, why can't I remember it anymore?
No problem,
It is
Evelyn.
quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days. I've been forgetting things for some odd reason.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some important things to remember? After all, that inscription will never wear out, and it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but my inscription is almost already full.
Your name is that long.
No. I engraved some wishes on my Blaze Gem inscription. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish one day. Even though Tlzaolli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver, the forger of ancient names themselves.
That means
Everyone thinks
Xilonen.
that the inscription she made might have some wondrous powers. So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscriptions engraved their wishes and dreams on them, in hopes that they would come true.
Sounds kind of like a wish script. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
I was just wondering the same thing,
We
but
usually ask Tlzaolli to add the inscriptions
Yeah.
for us. She has a unique method of engraving. With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the Blaze Gem inscription will just look like a pretty stone.
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. It doesn't have the power to grant making wishes to it. It's like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one who will answer is yourself.
yourself.
But
Okay.
using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time to time can be a good source of encouragement. Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable. It would take a lot of effort to change the words. And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. If you ever lost it, you'd just be filled with regret. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Well,
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing for Tlzaolli to make some money by selling these. At least she and little Nechca are better off now, and won't have to worry about the cost of treating her illness anymore. I was really worried about their family at first, and was even planning to send them some...
Some what? She is forgetting
I was
things.
planning to send to Nechca again. This memory of mine.
all right. If you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory. You should, go back. Yeah, get some rest.
Right. Right. Please give my regards to Tlzaolli and Nechca. What's going on? Maybe I should go talk to Ernly to get some medicine.
So you'll be going to Nechca's birthday party too, Xilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go together!
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlzaolli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her?
We have always.
Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Yeah, I guess she's really pulling out all the stops for her daughter. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Wait a second, our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nechca, then she'll know the gift we'll be getting her! And that would ruin the surprise!
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter. That might be a good option.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be something else she'd like besides food.
Unfortunately, no. Nechca's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. She didn't even have the strength to talk to anyone. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regained strength to write letters to others. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes and we can each give her one.
No, that's
We're ready.
terrible! That would really... Let's just go ask Nechca. Anyway, could you...
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions of To Kill the Brave. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers working to defeat a demon lord. But after defeating the demon lord, the older brother to kill discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother Remog. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord before jumping into a volcano. I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess Coatlicue, Remog said, "I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left."
So what about the
The
other
other
version?
version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a stake in the fairy tale market, so the story was revised. In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. According to the author, this gave the story a happy ever after kind of ending. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month in the market, it had hardly sold any copies, and the books were collecting dust on the store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book, and have resorted to all sorts of promotion. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is nearly impossible to find. Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechca, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and wrapped it up as a present for Nechca. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old though, so please be gentle with it.
Thank
Oh,
you,
and
Xilonen.
here's a copy of the newer edition too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy some chocolate.
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Let's get
That's
going.
wonderful.
Tlzaolli lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time to get there.
Okay guys, with this prelude, we are starting Melodious Chant. The books here are really amazing, guys. But one thing she mentioned is, was it a gadget or something? No, it's a quest item. Pilgrim's Chronicle. Use any mode of that. Beyond Gozi, when it takes his first step. I believe, guys, we have to fill the whole thing. Then only we will be able to use it. Let's heal. Now. We are going there, guys. Don't fret. Yo, Tlzaolli.
Go on now, Yengu. Nechca is still resting.
Hey, Tlzaolli, we're here!
Oh, what a surprise. And even Xilonen is here too.
We came to visit
It's been a
Nechca.
while since I've seen you, Auntie.
How
I
have you
received
been?
Nechca's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave, right? Well, I've brought the book for her. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure which version she'd prefer. I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this softcover edition is one of the most popular options, so...
You haven't changed a bit. Let's go inside. I was just boiling some chocolate, so you can all try some.
Chocolate.
Xilonen
That is,
used to love
guys,
drinking
chocolate.
chocolate.
For sure.
When she was little, she would always have several cups every time she came to visit me. You were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nechca. Alright, for now let's...
Oh,
What
Auntie,
happened?
let's go inside.
Tlzaolli. It's Tlzaolli. Okay.
Traveler, please help me get into
Tlzaolli.
the house.
We will.
Oh, Paimon will help too!
How you are and everything.
And don't get in the way!
All right, let's get indoors.
Sorry, Nechca's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolate. Please.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie, and these are for you too.
Chocolado? What does it taste like? I've always heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happened to read.
We have been close for quite some time
You
then.
two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolate, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
Well, why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechca's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nechca's sin. That's how Nechca sees Xilonen too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nechca asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done... Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. You have great
So guys, this is called family
responsibility
drama.
as a member of the tribe. We both know you were far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nechca needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Xilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't...
Relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nechca is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
I don't know, Nechca got so sick.
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she's gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nechca's illness actually originates from the Abyss. That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But Nechca was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nechca. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nechca had asked if I could forge an ancient... Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nechca. My daughter. My Nechca. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter, my Nechca. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Xilonen has even brought her a gift.
Sorry. I just can't control myself whenever I remember that time. Alright. It's not every day that I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You 3 just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
Ah, it just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, come on, Xilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Xilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
Knack.
So guys, after the very tiring cutscene, we have to check on some ingredients which has returned or not. So let's see the goods are here or not. Come on.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet.
Yeah.
I thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yonkasor as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Should we keep walking?
I just saw a ghost.
Lapaw. Lapaw.
Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlzaolli...
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eating myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Xilonen, we...
Where did she go?
Oh, she's already got him to fight the monsters. Let's go help her out.
These are monsters? Yata. Okay guys, we have touched grass and water both at the same time. Now I am pulling out the big guns. The little shit is over. The medium pile of shit is over. Now the big pile of hunky chunk. I'll make sure it gets over. Now it's clear.
Alright, that should be it for the monsters. It also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Strange, we didn't see any monsters on the way here.
You didn't provoke them, did you?
I use this road to deliver goods all the time. And I've never been attacked. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very... I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlzaolli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nechca will even be able to find some playmates. Nechca's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nechca's favorite game. Strange. I always...
Look at that! He has a Blaze Gem inscription too!
So look, shiny.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Sure thing.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
That's so weird. Why
The
is
sus
everyone
thing
running
has
through
started,
today having
and
fun?
they're all
I'm
carrying
not
Blaze
sure how to
Gem
say it, but
inscriptions.
she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
I need this equivalence. No. Okay, we have returned to the home. Let's enter. New cutscene will begin. Okay, not just yet. And now it's time.
Ah, you're finally back.
Oh yeah, we ran into some...
Alright, as long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
No flying on the table, Paimon.
That dish! Could you give Paimon some? Come on!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course. Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nechca.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nechca can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nechca can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I can, even if she will never again know that I am her mother. The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechca's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather,
Huh?
you know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally
Okay,
speaking,
woven
forgetting
scrolls,
things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechca's memory loss is the books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechca now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real... Nechca really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her.
But is it Nechca
So you
herself
plan on
really?
recreating Nechca's woven scroll all by yourself?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago.
Blaze Gem.
The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss.
Oh,
Troller, you've
God.
picked up on it too, haven't you?
Everyone's memory loss has something to
Accessories
do
made
with
using
Nechca.
ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this Blaze Gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were...
Okay, this is not a detective thriller.
That's right. I have a way to cure Nechca and restore all her memories. It's actually quite... I want to forge an ancient name for Nechca that contains all of her past memories.
But ancient names must be
And
approved.
the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the Wyab's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use these, and the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechca?
Using other people's memories of Nechca to reconstruct her past? Oh, this is the first time I've heard of such...
You've seen through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechca and allow her to regain her past again.
What? Wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the Blaze Gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other Blaze Gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechca's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlzaolli?
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps you saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechca's ancient name is still far from... I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechca up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechca back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechca won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechca. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechca name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Xilonen?
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses. I won't make any promises until I've checked. Say goodnight to Nechca for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you. I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechca before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Huh? What was that noise?
Nechca must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechca, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need any—
You go ahead and take care of Nechca, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. They're
Okay, there are some such things, and we will find.
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from the workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Are you willing to do that? Xilonen,
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around.
won't have a lot. The mess is mess.
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside.
Nice.
Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Oh
That must have hurt.
Jeez, lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
She should not come in.
no! The craftswoman, after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details when it comes to stories. For stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered, I must gather other This way, only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, I can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects. Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The The traveler always has Paimon by his side, though, so he'll never have to worry about that.
Acha. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, traveler.
Paimon, you're just an emergency food.
Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic. We can talk about that later.
Anyway, this is what Tlzaolli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please,
Yes,
wait a minute
less
while I grab
yapping.
my things.
Grab it, Xilonen. Quickly. Creaks and squeaks. Nice.
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there?
It's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on,
Yeah,
let's go
brute
disassemble
force.
the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
Surely the Geomommy has brute force. Where is she going?
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
We are not.
I'm
We are
going to use
disassembling. No.
phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice the last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings, can we start formally working on the small... If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlzaolli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechca.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
There's 80% chance it's the part of the 20%.
Don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle, which is names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and for example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be
You're talking
impossible.
about
Yes,
technical
because
perspective.
forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice. After all, creating an ancient name is quite... Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them. But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting. Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Okay, Paimon.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Xilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Don't that
Now I'm
part, I
curious.
remember it.
Why don't you come up with one? Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
I'll give you a nickname.
Nickname?
Geomommy.
Xilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Yeah, not bad, but you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nick. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing.
Connect the activated resistant crystals. Wages.
Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other.
Okay, let it overlap with each other.
There. That should complete the flow.
Really?
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. Huh. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
Don't tell me you are actually already covered head to toe in what
More or less, yeah. I usually have
Yes.
at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first. Let me see. Start with angle 1 and activate it with density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Tlzaolli's central inscription is even floating!
After some lost of resistance sees and the central inscription returns to Xilonen's
Are
hand.
you done checking the inscription, Xilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
That means we can help Tlzaolli and...
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Even if you cover your ears, the issue will still... What are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
It's necessary to save
Yeah, well, sounds like something you'd say. But if you ask me, there's a problem with it's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her to use this inscription to accomplish far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nechca as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nechca plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memory, and considering that Nechca has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Tlzaolli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nechca's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nechca would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nechca. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
What? How can we solve this problem? No matter how we try, Tlzaolli will...
Names are blessings for the future from people standing. I've also made up my mind. Come on.
Okay, guys. So, Tlzaolli is trying to do the impossible, which is becoming a vibe herself. And now, living beings cannot be vibes because they have to go through a series of very tiring or very big loads of memories, which she will not, which her body will not be able to handle. Hence, they're trying to stop the source or something. Let's proceed with the story, guys.
Xilonen. It looks like...
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechca's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond the scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Xilonen.
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you're
Using technology...
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help. Compared to when... But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechca control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. Oh, by the way, did you give the book to Nechca?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Oh,
Why is Nechca so much noisy?
what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke. Uh-oh. That's not...
Nechca, don't hurt yourself.
Xilonen, is that you? You're Nechca?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nechca.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlzaolli package up the book that Xilonen brought?
No.
Discrepancies.
She's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Xilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Oh, it's all my fault. You wasted your money and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nechca enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechca probably doesn't know us. Weird. Dear Paimon and Mr. Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh!
Okay, she
Seems
knows
like everyone
us.
knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nechca seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Let's check
Take her
your
for a
temperature.
walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me.
We
We
did
won't
complete
leave
the
tribe, but
Archon
if anything
quest.
comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Aunt?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
All right. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nechca's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and...
Talk about being prepared.
You can go camp out with all that
It doesn't
stuff.
hurt to be prepared.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nechca. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out and Okay, thanks
Yep.
everyone, and please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
But this is not
Let's go look for
Nechca.
it now. I've had her blaze gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her.
Let's go. Who's that?
Tlzaolli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nechca. Well, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chenille and the others.
I hope so. Here, Igno. This is your inscription. I finished repairing it.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good quality ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little Nechca. I remember that Nechca would become so happy every time she saw a shiny ring. Right, Nechca?
I'm sure she'd love that.
My pleasure. Give me a moment. Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nechca?
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an embercore flower design.
Mm-hmm, noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birthday.
Why are you
Sorry,
saying
Nechca. It
overwriting?
won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Xilonen.
Found it. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nechca, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to recover.
Something
She's still too
sus.
weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every...
That's how you know she's one of the children of echoes.
Everything's looking up! We're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave. According to the story, we should be right around... what Paimon see? To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name... The goddess replied, Then To Kill said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry. Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nechca? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... Wait, what did the book say?
You didn't just you read it?
Getting a lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting. Oh, wait. Nechca hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you. Actually, you already know the other ending?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so
Huh? Mom, Mr. Traveler and I were just talking about the ending of that book. We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really...
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you? I guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's
So, is
pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechca a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apash Palan. He should be close by. Stay close, Nechca. Don't go too...
Yes, Mom.
We can go inside here, right? No, we can't. Bro, I am coming for you.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apash Palan.
I didn't expect to have two name engravers coming in today. Well, what are you looking to buy, Tlzaolli? I'll give you a discount like you.
Whoa, offering a discount just like...
She was once our name engraver and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer.
Thank you for your generosity. I finished repairing your blaze gem inscription. Here, come on, Nechca.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechca. Tlzaolli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechca. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there?
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nechca would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
And there goes Xilonen dragging Tlzaolli out to buy more stuff. Ooh, what a busy day.
Be sure to stay close, Nechca.
Paimon. Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could. What about you, Nechca? Which character do you like? I like... Oh, the one who was possessed by Tlzaolli. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and, of course, a story's only interesting if you... Hey, Nechca, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima. Mr. Traveler, can I play the role of Tlzaolli? Wait, isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Reebok and took on his appearance.
You said it yourself. That's the old version.
Oh, right. She read the version with a happy ending. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite line. My favorite line is the one from the end.
Come here, Nechca. Look at you. You're sweating.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We've picked something out for Nechca. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up.
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part.
Xilonen, did you leave us with this?
Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Xilonen has dragged Tlzaolli away from us a couple of times now. But
Let's talk later. We should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechca be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home.
So we will head to Xilonen now.
I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it, so it shouldn't fall apart so easily now.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal?
Yes, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechca get better.
thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Xilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if McCall ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time McCall came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I'd found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for
Okay,
a moment.
accomplices, guys.
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet. Really? Then
Go and watch.
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Come on, let's go! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out! Mr. Traveler,
Come here, Nechca.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Xilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nechca's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot for us to do before then.
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry to celebrate.
Emporium.
Mom,
Right? Then. Okay, the glare has stopped her.
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going. You forget to take care of yourself once you stop playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk.
I did it.
Nechca, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom. Nechca's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
Just wait, stay
Nechca
quiet.
was having so much fun today that she forgot the time. It's not a big deal. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her. Let's go, Nechca. It's time to go home.
Guess you can rest a bit.
We'll go back to Tlzaolli's house together.
Thank you, everyone, for spending so much. Please be sure to come to Nechca's birthday party.
We'll be there.
Alright, it's nearly bedtime for Nechca, so let's part our ways here.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste? It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nechca?
Yeah. Thanks, Xilonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nechca's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh, what's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nechca fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Xilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nechca's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything about her past before her illness. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story...
I don't understand. Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Oh, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does... In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nechca reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nechca, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nechca. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechca. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechca. Right here, right now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nechca remembers
Yes,
it.
I remember it.
I know everything. Xilonen, help me, please. Something's blocking the door.
Get back!
Xilonen, wait for us.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nechca's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go.
Where will she go? The Tlzaolli's forge. We will get her. We will get her as a trial. Not a problem. We don't particularly need any geo elements. Told you so.
What is this place?
It's the forge.
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady
Alright,
business,
let's finish
you have to
this
hire
fast.
shady people to help you. Let's go, don't
Lady
hesitate.
people!
Out of the way! Get blown away!
Nice. I know I win. I always win. But how's the Josh? Can we open this? Don't know, man. I believe we can open that. Now we have to bring out the roller skates. Okay. It's not able to get up only. She can get up only through the phlogiston. No, that's strange. Will we be able to climb or not? We are not able to climb this. Please not this. Now we have seen more enemies.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Okay. Seen enough courage? Alright, I need to beat you to a pulp.
Out of the way! And get blown away!
Yeah, you were saying something. Nothing? Okay, no problem. Any chest? I told you guys, always be clear of your surroundings. You have to go down or else you can't go up. X. Let's go, let's go, let's go. How do you go up there? You have to close the modules at some point of time, no? Need to break this one. Okay, can't be break. Anyhow, it can be replaced. Nope. So, guys, I will finish this fast. But for me, not you guys. Nope.
You can't run!
Get along. That. Any more? Uh-oh. Now I am in trouble.
Eyes on me! You can't run!
I need to get a little bit of help.
The door's closed here too.
Yeah, doors are closed already.
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
Okay, let's start it first.
All right, let's keep going.
Let's go, let's go. Okay, so we have to be fast. Okay, this is still opening. We have entered. We will try to go in one go. Yeah. Some health needs to be revived. Okay, all revived health. Okay, we need to make the time right. Go on, go on, go on. Okay, one more. What does this do? We are nearly there, guys. I believe this is like a final battle now.
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechca's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
No, the final boss
I never
battle
lied to
arrives.
you all this time, even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over,
What did she say? Is she not Nechca?
Is she not Nechca means you have kidnapped another person's daughter or something.
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechca. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone. So I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nechca. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
Is Nechca already died?
I'm afraid so.
Who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack, but wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechca. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom, but then I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechca. It could only be Nechca. How could I be happy? My little Nechca is still waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nechca back, even if it costs me everything. And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechca's ancient name. Xilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you.
Examining,
It's no
yeah.
use. I've already set up the blaze gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechca's ancient name. After Nechca returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
Let her go.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Nechca's already dead. We cannot harm any other child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechca. Don't.
3,
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2,
Wake up, Nechca.
1.
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechca.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechca, why?
You want medicine? Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Tlzaolli, you're the one who twisted Nechca's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks. Converge, disperse. In ashes be reborn. For flames will renew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechca. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old hurts the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the land. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechca? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nechca. It really suits you. Nechca, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
So what's the gist, physicist?
I saw Nechca and was speaking with her, but now, where? Where did she go? Nechca? Nechca? Where are you? Answer, Mommy. Please. Please. Xilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. Those green shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright.
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses?
What
I was not
senses? Yeah.
wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand.
Enough, Tlzaolli. The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechca at all. You collected memories of Nechca from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechca's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechca in her sickly state. What the real Nechca wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to...
Nechca has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the truth?
My ancient name is Undugu.
The immovable love between you and Nechca has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechca her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechca is everything to me. Without her, and as for blessings... What blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechca would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechca ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Xilonen, Nechca, Nepecha can already stand now, so we made our way over. Thank you, Paimon and Mr. Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nechca helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechca, then the story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlzaolli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more
Yeah,
trouble.
let's get out now, quickly. But guys, for real, like for real, Genshin Impact just took a dark turn in 5.1.
Alright, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything.
You are out of energy, Xilonen. But one thing, where's my ancient name?
Tlzaolli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechca, and she even nearly succeeded. Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nepeca's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
So brave,
Thanks
Nepecha.
to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlzaolli or simply refused to believe me. Even if I told them everything, Tlzaolli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to... She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and I would be so scared every day.
You have us now, Nechca.
Yeah.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Xilonen for help. Oh, you definitely found the right person. Xilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help.
So Xilonen is going to get an adopted daughter.
Tlzaolli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nechca locked up in a room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlzaolli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechca was alive, surely many tribe members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nechca wasn't Nechca?
She must have been using the Blaze Gem inscriptions for a very long time.
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechca's past, but also actively erase. It's similar to graffiti. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Ooh, and you still took it? If it were Paimon...
Well, you can't uncover the truth without...
So you suspected her from the very...
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from... The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst-case scenario actually happened. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nechca can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Xilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
She has no home anymore.
I don't know what I can do. Everything I know is about Nechca. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed. I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Xilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nechca. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past? I'm scared, Xilonen. What should I do?
Oh.
Yo, mommy.
Take this. I took some ore from Tlzaolli's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription. You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nechca, on the top. This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts. It has always protected you and stood over you, for all of past, present, and...
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I don't remember anything.
Mommy, you're going to be a mommy.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to... I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling. Your name is your starting point. Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to...
You can do it, Nechca.
Thank you all. Xilonen.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed.
Another? So you do have a backup plan. Do you think you can find anything about it?
I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should... Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlzaolli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nechca. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you... Huh? Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nechca.
Okay, so the birthday is today. With this subtext, we have completed, guys. But this hasn't still ended yet. Let's go to the last part. This is tomorrow, right? Now what we will do is we will go to Xilonen's workshop. Bro, can I just get my items? No, it's still going on, guys. How much will it take to ultimately get completed? No, Shiloh.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a rest.
What about Tlzaolli?
Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many have ever used ancient names to commit a crime. Pakal will have a lot on his plate. What I do
Just
know
take her
is
to
that
our
Tlzaolli's workshop will be closed permanently, and any remaining incomplete blaze gems. As for the completed blaze gem inscriptions, I'll be handling them, which, yeah. Anyway, at least her ancient name is fine. Otherwise, we'd have a real mess on our hands.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of ancient names,
All the ancient
I
names.
actually have some good news. The memories that were absorbed by the blaze gem inscriptions can be restored to their owners.
Okay, guys. So
Now, once
Xilonen
all
would
the
be
blaze gem inscriptions
responsible for
stop working, the
restoring
memories will
all the
return to
memories.
their respective owners.
So everyone's memories of Nechca will
That's
be
right.
restored.
Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, in her attempt to get Nechca to come back, Auntie made the entire tribe forget about her. Now, Nechca really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. Phew, what a bizarre turn of events.
How's Nechca
He's
doing?
resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to conduct an official investigation. The tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in for now and teach her some crafting skill. But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future.
So guys, Xilonen has got her apprentice. And a prayer for blessings told to crested peaks. We have completed. Let's claim our 60 primo gems. So for now, guys, I believe all the things we have done. Abyss has also restarted. I mean, the Abyss reset has already happened. Aphid treasure hunt, complete test run, all of it is completed. Our conquest is completed. Prayer for blessing told to crested peaks is completed. Let's go and check. Somewhat aged copy of Tequil the Brave. Spanking new copy of Tequil the Brave. And do we get anything here? What is that? You recovered the true soul alongside Baraka, and you wish soul happiness from here on out. Okay, that leaves me with 6 more turn off events. I believe, guys, the 6 more turn off events, the moment it gets completed, we will be able to get our ancient name. Okay guys, let's claim our prize. Kavich, give me the reputation I deserve. Tribe reputation, Melodious Chant, 200 points. Children of Echoes reputation level 4. I have reached reputation 4 in Children of Echoes and will be claiming my Blazing Flint ore. Now, gifts from Speaker's Chamber. This is rich guys because I have received the Pyro Treasure Compass blueprint. So with this Pyro Treasure Compass, I will be able to find all the treasure chests which are hidden, or I may have got past it, but I was not able to find it with my bare eyes. Now we have currently completed the 3 tribes' reputation level to the max. All are level 4 now, which are released yet. Again guys, 3 tribes will be released further on in future versions, and completing one more will give us our Pyroculus Resonance Stone. That is the most important one guys. Then 5 is a glider, 6 will be some consumables and all. So guys, we don't need to progress any more reputation inside Natland. We have 245. Okay guys, one thing, Blazing Flint ore we have 3. That will I believe equals to C3 of Pyro Traveler when we will receive it, because we have not got any other like, what was that thing called?
I still have a lot to do with the game.
Some kind of blessing or medicine like of type of thing, which was able to progress our constellations. So there is no constellations because we haven't had the Pyro Traveler yet. So that's still fine guys, because we have reached level 4 on all of the tribes. So we will keep it for now. We will put a stop here for today. But before that we need to redeem our Primogems. 1 intertwined fate from the Star Glitter. Stardust we are not able to claim right now. And we are able to claim 1 intertwined fate, which sums up our intertwined fate count to 230, which we will be spending on our Queen Moviga when she arrives, because the Pyro Traveler is the Pyro Archon is the strongest and the most qualified DPS character in Genshin Impact guys. You have seen her in the Archon quest. She literally has turned into the sun and punched the hole through the sky. We need that kind of DPS guys. So guys, we will put a stop here today. Definitely guys, like if you like the story of the Melodious Chant, comment what scene or what ideology you have supported or opposed in the comment section. And definitely guys, subscribe for more awesome content like this. I will keep bringing this type of contents here and there and now. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Bye guys. #bye.